Namaste and a very good morning to one and all present here. I am Yashvi Jasai. Today is the 7th of October and the day is Thursday. Someone once said the greatness of a culture can be found in its festivals. On this festive note, let's begin with our morning prayers.
हंसवाहिनी वीणा पाणी ब्रह्म भामिनी कला स्वामिनी हंसवाहिनी वीणा पाणी ब्रह्म भामिनी कला स्वामिनी जग तारदे हृदय गगन में भव्य भवन में हृदय गगन में भव्य भवन में मुक्त पवन में जग जीवन में मुक्त पवन में जग जीवन में ज्ञान भर दे हंसवाहिनी वीणा पाणी ब्रह्म भामिनी कला स्वामिनी हंसवाहिनी वीणा पाणी ब्रह्म भामिनी कला स्वामिनी जग तारदे
are larger than life celebrations of various things. Festivals are carriers of peace and joy in communities. Kabir will now introduce us to different types of festivals.
Festivals of India. A day or period of celebration, typically for religious reasons, is called a festival. The wide variety of festivals celebrated in India is a true manifestation of its rich culture and traditions. There are many popular festivals celebrated in India. Holi. It signifies the victory of good over evil and the arrival of spring. The key attractions during these festivals are Holika bonfire, playing with colors, and the Bhang Thandai. Celebrated almost all over the country, most vibrant celebrations can be seen in the North Indian states. Diwali. Homes are decorated with fancy lights, candles, and clay lamps, bustling shops and markets with fireworks and crackers. It is celebrated all over the country. People wear new clothes, participate in family puja, burst crackers, and share sweets with friends, families, and neighbors. Navratri. Navratri is a Hindu festival that spans 9 nights and is celebrated every year in the autumn. It is celebrated for different reasons and celebrated differently in various parts of Indian culture. The festival is celebrated in the bright half of the Hindu calendar month Ashwin, which typically falls in the Gregorian month of September and October. Eid. Eid is one of the major festivals of India for the Muslim community. It celebrates the conclusion of holy month of fasting called Ramadan. The beautifully decked up markets of mosque, the morning Eid namaz at the mosque, and the sweet dishes. Christmas. One of the most famous and awaited festivals in the world. The celebrity customs associated in various countries with Christmas have a mix of pre-Christian, Christian, and secular themes and origins. The festival is celebrated across India. The best places to celebrate Christmas in India are Goa, Pondicherry, and Kerala. Kumbh Mela. The weeks over which the festival is observed cycle at each site approximately once every 12 years based on the Hindu lune solar calendar and the relative astrological positions of Jupiter, the Sun, and the Moon. The Sikhs believe that bathing in these rivers is a means of prayashita, which means penance or atonement for past mistakes, and that it cleanses them from their sins. Many Hindu devotees believe that the Kumbh Mela originated in times memorial and is attested in the Hindu mythology about Samudra Manthan, the churning of the ocean between the gods and the asuras, found in the Vedic texts. Thank
Thank you, Kabir. India is known to have rich and prosperous culture, and so are its festivals. Archie Kalavadia from PIB will now recite a poem on festivals of India.
Country of festivals. Happiness is lost in this busy world. Sometimes come to share a word. Those times across these lands like jewels. They are called the festivals. Across these lands in the east lies a country with small miseries, with overshadowed by happiness fantasy, a country of festivals called India. Here there's festival each day. It can be January, February, March, or May. Festivals from different place to place, religion to religion, season to season, and state to state. Religious are Eid, Diwali, and Holi. Christmas and many more they vary. Even one festival celebrated in many ways, joining people all together with love message, it says. Navratri in Gujarat, same as Durga Puja in Bengal. Ganesh Chaturthi in Maharashtra, and Kharchi Puja in Tripura. Even harvesting is a festive moment. It's all happiness with time spent. Baisakhi in Punjab, Bihu in Assam, and Onam in Kerala. Ugadi Andhra Pradesh and Pongal in Tamil. All with different styles and colors. Not free second in festive buzz. What shall I write more about this place? Full of festivals, all but different with style amaze. Enjoyment with each fauna and flora. This lovely, amazing country of festivals called India. Thank you.
Thank you, Archie. Presenting now are Vishesh Hemang and Smith, who will introduce us to three most known ways Navratri is celebrated in India during this time, which is Navratri, Bathukamma and Durga Puja.
Bathukamma is a vibrant and colorful floral festival celebrated with great gusto by the women in Telangana. The festival carries immense importance and significance in the state and over the years has become inevitably linked to the cultural identity. Bathukamma, that means Mother Goddess come alive, is celebrated at the end of monsoon and heralds the abundance that nature has to offer. The festival begins on the day of Mahalya Amavasya and is celebrated with much fanfare for the next 9 days. The final day of Bathukamma, also known as Pedha or Sadula Bathukamma, falls 2 days before the Shera. Women during this festival make small Bathukammas and then later immerse them in water. This Sadula Bathukamma falls on October 6th. During the first 5 days of the festival, women generally clean their courtyard and use a batter of rice flour and draw rangoli on it. They then prepare Bathukamma with cow dung and keep small conical lumps on the courtyard. On the final day of the festival, men go out and gather flowers like Tanedu, Chamandi and Gunuka and their entire household arrange them in stacks. Preparing Bathukamma is a folk art and is prepared with careful attention on a brass plate known as tambalan. Flowers of different colors are carefully arranged in circular rows, one layer on top of each. The Bathukamma gradually increases in size and looks more vibrant and more colorful than it was before. It is then kept before the family goddess and prayers are offered. With the onset of evening, women in their best attires prepare the Bathukamma in their courtyard and encircle around it. They then sing songs, dance, and create an ambience of peace and harmony all around before dusk, and then carry it out into the waters to then immerse it in water. Later, they share the Malida, which is a dessert made with sugar and cornbread and popular among Bathukamma and its cultural celebrators. It is shared among friends with peace and harmony in this 9-day festival of Bathukamma. Thank you.
I'll be talking about how Durga Puja is being celebrated in West Bengal. So, Durga Puja is also known as Shardotsav. It is a festival which has been celebrated in the month of Ashwin as per the Hindu calendar. It is the festival of triumph where Ma Durga had the victory over the demon Mahishasura. One of the main days is the Mahalaya, wherein the goddess arrived to the earth. Then, this other main day is the 6th day. It is also known as Shasti, wherein the day signifies her arrival to the earth with the goddess Saraswati and goddess Lakshmi, with the Lord Ganesha and Lord Kartika. The other main day is the 7th, 8th and 9th day, also known as Saptami, Ashtami and Navami. On these days, goddess is worshipped by observing various rituals and recitation of scriptures. Between Ashtami and Navami, there is the puja called as Sanghi Puja, wherein Ma Durga had changed her avatar to Chamundama to defeat demons such as Chanda and Munda. Then there is the last day, or the 10th day, which is also known as Dashera, wherein Ma Durga, after killing the demon Mahishasura, goes back from earth. Then there is this delicious bhog which is being served on Ashtami and Navami by the various Pandal communities. The bhog includes various food such as kevar, malpua, matri, rasgulla, brinjal and lauki sabji, rabdi and many other such food items. It is also believed that all 9 days Ma Durga had various kinds of avatars to kill the demons. Here in West Bengal, There are many kinds of pujas, from which one of the main one of the most celebrated is the Bagbazar Sarbojanin Puja. This is completing 100 years from the start and has organized a number of musical events to mark the occasion. Thank you.
Navratri, meaning the 9 nights, is one of the most popular and widely celebrated Hindu festivals in many parts of India. It is dedicated to Hindu goddess Durga, and the 9 forms of goddess Durga are worshipped each day. Every night, all over the state, villages, and cities alike, people gather around in open spaces to celebrate feminine divinity, referred to as Adya Shakti. Adding to the religious and traditional significance, during these 9 days, people show their best moves and do garba and dandiya. One can hear constant noise of sticks and dhols all over Gujarat for 9 long days. Navratri has been celebrated since goddess Adya Shakti fought against Mahisasur for 9 long days and nights. On the 10th day, she beheaded Mahisasur. The 9 nights became known as Navratri, while the 10th day was called as Vijayadashmi. The 10th day that brought the triumph of good over the evil. Navratri is also time to celebrate soil fertility and monsoon harvest, represented by a mound of fresh soil grown in which grains are sown. The soil is worshipped and watered for all 9 days of festivals. On the 10th day, Dashera, also known as Vijayadashmi in the south, is celebrated as the day of triumph of good over the evil. This year, Navratri will be celebrated on 7th October, Thursday till 15th October, Dashera, Friday. Thank you.
Thank you, Vishesh, Hemang and Smith. Festivals are occasions of dance and celebration. Archie will now be presenting a dance. Thank you, Archie. I will now be talking about Point to Soldier for the day. Festivals that are celebrated during the year in India like Uttarayan, Holi, Navratri, Diwali, etc. A lot of times people are so excited about celebrating that they forget the consequences of the celebration. In India especially, as it's a diverse country with a lot of cultures and religions, there are celebrations throughout the year. Moreover, these celebrations require a huge gathering of people, which in the current situation is highly dangerous. Despite the danger of coronavirus, many people arrange gatherings and parties, which increases the risk of spreading the virus. A lot of pollution occurs when celebrating. For example, during Holi, a lot of water is wasted. Don't you think we should stop playing Holi with water, as there are several people who are less privileged than us who face shortages of water. Also during Diwali, a lot of people use fireworks, and fireworks cause air and noise pollution. There are several better ways of celebrating Diwali, like making rangolis and spending time with your family. In Uttarayan too, the sharp threads that we use to fly kites injure a lot of pigeons and other birds. Sometimes they even get stuck and tangled in them. The way we celebrate festivals now has changed a lot compared to the olden days. Before, there were only statues of mud, and therefore there was no pollution of rivers during Ganpati Puja, nor were there such fancy and big fireworks. However, festivals are a part of our tradition. They bring a lot of joy in the atmosphere and bring families together. I think we should all think about the pros and cons of festivals before celebrating them. Thank you.